A New York judge has officially scheduled former President Donald Trump's sentencing for January 10, 2025. This decision follows Justice Juan Merchan's rejection of Trump's motion to dismiss the case, including arguments invoking absolute immunity and the supremacy clause. Trump's legal team had attempted to use these arguments, along with New York's Clayton factors, to persuade the court to drop the charges. However, Justice Merchan found no legal justification for doing so, given the gravity of the offenses. Trump was found guilty on 34 felony counts, making this case historically significant as he could potentially enter office as a convicted felon. Justice Merchan's 18-page order outlines the reasoning behind proceeding with sentencing prior to January 20, 2025, acknowledging the legal and constitutional complexities of sentencing a president-elect. One of the key points in the order addressed the feasibility of imposing incarceration or other penalties on Trump given his political status. Justice Merchan highlighted the unprecedented nature of the situation, recognizing that jailing a sitting president is not a viable option. Even the district attorney's office acknowledged the practical and constitutional challenges involved. As a result, the judge has indicated a likely sentence of an unconditional discharge, a term that requires further explanation. An unconditional discharge means Trump will not face prison time, probation, fines, or any other conditions. This decision stems from the supremacy clause, which prevents a state court from imposing constraints on a sitting president. While some may find this outcome unsatisfying, it's important to note the significance of the sentencing hearing itself. Once sentenced, Trump will officially be labeled a convicted felon, making him the first U.S. president to hold that status while in office. This hearing will serve as a platform to underscore the seriousness of the crimes, offering prosecutors and defense attorneys the opportunity to make their final arguments. Typically, sentencing hearings involve emotional and persuasive arguments from both sides. Prosecutors may emphasize the broader implications of Trump's actions and their impact on democracy, while Trump's defense team is expected to minimize the charges and portray Trump as a victim of political persecution. Trump himself may also choose to address the court, a moment that could draw significant public and media attention. The judge's remarks during sentencing are expected to be particularly noteworthy. Justice Merchan, known for his measured and articulate style, will likely deliver a statement highlighting the gravity of Trump's conduct and its implications. Such statements often set the historical record and provide context for the public. Several sentencing proposals were considered before settling on unconditional discharge. One proposal involved postponing the sentencing until 2029, effectively pausing the process until Trump's potential second term ends. Another suggestion drew parallels to the Alabama rule, which allows sentencing for deceased defendants to establish a legal record without imposing penalties. Ultimately, Justice Merchan rejected these approaches in favor of finality, asserting the necessity of resolving the matter before Trump assumes office. The decision to proceed with sentencing underscores the delicate balance between upholding the rule of law and respecting constitutional protections for the presidency. Justice Merchan's ruling reflects an effort to navigate these complexities without undermining the justice system. Despite the lack of punitive measures, the unconditional discharge still carries weight. It reinforces Trump's status as a convicted felon and ensures historical accountability. Additionally, the sentencing hearing itself provides an opportunity to publicly articulate the case's significance, reinforcing the principle that no one, not even a president, is above the law. Looking ahead, Trump's legal team may attempt to delay the sentencing by appealing for a stay. This maneuver, while unlikely to succeed, could further complicate the proceedings. If no stay is granted, the January 10th hearing will proceed as planned, marking a pivotal moment in American legal and political history. Observers anticipate that the sentencing hearing will be highly scrutinized, with legal experts, historians, and political analysts closely examining every detail. The hearing's outcome will shape public perception and potentially influence Trump's presidency, should he take office again. Justice Merchan's decision to finalize the case before Trump's inauguration reflects a commitment to preserving judicial integrity while acknowledging constitutional limitations. While the unconditional discharge may leave some dissatisfied, it represents a practical resolution to an unprecedented situation. As the hearing approaches, attention will remain focused on Trump's legal strategy, the court's handling of the case, and the broader implications for American democracy. This landmark case underscores the enduring tension between legal accountability and political power, highlighting the challenges of applying the law to those in positions of authority. In the end, January 10th will serve as a defining moment, solidifying Trump's legal status and reaffirming the principles of justice and equality before the law. Whether viewed as a victory for accountability or a concession to political realities, the sentencing will undoubtedly leave a lasting mark on American history.